Once upon a time, in a small African village surrounded by rivers and red earth hills, there lived a young dark-skinned Nigerian woman named Amara. She was known for her beauty skin the color of honey, eyes that shone like the morning dew, and a voice so sweet that whenever she sang, even the birds in the mango trees seemed to pause and listen. Amara was gentle, respectful, and deeply loved by her parents. One day, a wealthy young lawyer named Chike came from the city to ask for Amara's hand in marriage. He was a tall, dark-skinned Nigerian man, well-educated, and came from a long line of chiefs. To Amara's family, he was everything a woman could hope for in a husband. The marriage was quickly arranged, and the entire village gathered in excitement. Women wore vibrant Ankara wrappers. Men dressed in akbadas and ijuku tops. Drummers played, dancers twirled, and palm wine flowed freely. Chike's family displayed wealth that left many villagers envious. The ceremony was alive with African colors, music, and celebration. But while everyone sang and danced, Amara's grandmother, an elderly African woman wrapped in faded Ankara cloth, with tribal marks on her cheeks, leaned close and whispered into her granddaughter's ear, "My child, marriage is not just joy. It is battle. Always keep your prayers close, for not every smile hides peace." Amara, a young Nigerian bride in traditional attire, smiled weakly, not knowing how true her grandmother's words would soon become. After the festivities, Amara was escorted to her husband's compound. The moon hung high as she sat beside Chike, ready to speak. But when she opened her mouth, nothing came out. Not a whisper, not even a broken sound. Her lips moved, her throat tightened, but her voice was gone. By morning, the compound was in chaos. Relatives gossiped, neighbors whispered. The bride cannot speak. A bad omen. Some said she was cursed. Others claimed she bewitched herself. Priests and doctors were summoned, but every attempt failed. Amara's voice had vanished without reason. At first, Chike was patient. "She will recover," he told his friends. But weeks turned to months, and Amara remained mute. Frustration boiled. "Of what use is a wife who cannot greet her husband?" Chike shouted. "People mock me, Amara. They say I married a ghost bride. Villagers laughed behind closed doors. The lawyer's wife is dumb. Perhaps she is cursed." Even her in-laws mocked her, calling her a bad luck charm. Amara cried silently at night, praying to God for help. One lonely night, Amara's body shook violently. Her eyes glowed faintly, and her hand began to trace strange symbols on the clay floor. Chike recoiled in terror. "You are possessed," he cried. Rumors spread fast. "She is a witch." Some shouted, while others whispered of a generational curse. One night, as she wept, the oil lamp flickered. Her shadow stretched unnaturally tall on the mud wall. Amara froze. Then the shadow spoke. "Do not be afraid, Amara. I am your shield. Your silence is not a curse. It is protection." Amara's tears flowed. She asked silently, "Who are you?" The shadow replied, "I am your hidden voice. When the time is right, I will return your speech, and every hidden evil will be exposed." For the first time, hope filled her heart. But soon, Chike's family decided otherwise. "We will take her to the shrine," they declared. "Let the gods decide her fate." Amara trembled. She had heard of women who never returned from such rituals. That night, the shadow returned. "Do not fear. When the fire burns, stand firm. When they call you cursed, remain silent. When the time is right, I will speak for you." The next day, the villagers gathered at the shrine. Drums thundered, flutes wailed, and sacrifices were prepared. A goat was tied, palm wine poured, and the shrine priest lifted his staff. "Today," he declared, "we will know if this woman is cursed or pure." The fire roared in the shrine pit. Amara stood before it, tears streaming. But suddenly her shadow stretched taller and taller, moving independently. Villagers gasped in fear. Then a voice thundered from the shadow. "You have lied against me. You called me cursed. But tonight, the hidden will be revealed." The villagers screamed in terror as the fire blazed higher. Darkness swallowed the shrine. Do you want to know what happens next? Subscribe and stay with the story.